going. I just also want to sharing with us. We're just now getting into this realm of virtual streaming of classes, and we've realized that we need to upgrade our internet connection, which we'll be doing within some culture of Italy. Take it away, Anna.
Grazie, Amanda. Always a pleasure. But you know what? Now let's be ourselves. We can breathe. The atmosphere, the area around us is completely Italian, so we can be together. Let's breathe out. Let's find your favorite position in a chair, in a sofa, in a bed, or wherever you are. I am with you, and we're going to have a little bit of time together. As usual, I'm going to talk, and with the pleasure for myself, I will be talking, talking, and talking, and talking. But you know what? I am not by myself. I am with you. You are with me. Rosina, Elisabetta, Marco, Vittorio, Angela, Virgin, Bettina, Anna, Donato, mamma mia, everybody, Philomena, how many in our group, and all the new ones, all for all of you that are just new, that you just check it out. You saw this Italian woman. What is she talking about? My name is Anna. I come from Assisi. I'm sure you know all about it, but you heard not about me, or not about me. The town is not famous because of me. Duh. The town, Assisi, is famous because of St. Francis. St. Francis, because we're going to discover the little story, curiosity about Italy. Why this is so important? Because the majority you live there, okay? And those little towns have a lot of history. Wherever you come from, Sicily, Napoli, Roma, Florence, Milano, the north, about the abundance of the south, you have thousands years of history that your parents try to show you with their traditions. Their traditions without knowing or done, because I have my faithful, wonderful friend. I asked her for the wine, but they said not today. Next time, okay? All right, what can you do? Grazie. So, going back to those villages that your ancestors came from, rich of history, they try again, I said, to present to you with their traditions. When your parents wanted you to do something, it was not because they were caballeros. You know caballeros, okay? That they want you to do it. It's because they follow their way, those ways, for century and century. And in this new country that they found, they wanted to transmit it to you, their past. So let's find out about this past. What past are we, what traditions am I going to talk today is about wine. In Italiano, vino. Let's make a believe that this is a glass. The glass is red. So why don't we make it red wine? The Italians, our ancestors, they will say, salute, okay? And let's drink it. Well, today, let's make it believe that, as I said, it's red wine. This is white water. But it feels good. Even though there is a proverb that said, drink the wine because the water is bad for you because it makes you sick, but the wine, it makes you sink. So they were not completely dumb. They were right. So my friend, Are you relaxed on that sofa, on that chair, wherever you are? All right. Are you ready to talk for a little 5 minutes? So before listening the tradition, I'm going to tell you, we're going to open up those arms, open up the big hearts of yours, full of love and beauty, enthusiasm, wherever you are. So now, tradition of the day. My friend and my new friend are vino, the wine. And as usual, I'm going to bring you in a very long ago past. Italy, 2000 and more years ago, was not called Italy, but was called Enotria. Enotria means the land of wine. And there were a group of people in your beautiful Calabria. Calabria is really the point down the city of Italy, where comes the expression Cavarossa, Testadura, all right? Those, that area, that region, because it was close to the sea, it was producing the best wine. So when the Greek close by were passing there, they were drinking the wine, stay there, and help the local people to make even better wine because love the wine. Loved it so much that they would not admit women into the drinking time. But they, after dinner, they would be sitting down, enjoying those long chairs like you are now today, have some music, have some show, look at it, and then they will have their glass of wine. Without the women, because the women have to be in the kitchen. Well, we know the story, right? Yeah, sure. Nothing has changed. Goodness sake. And they had their time set to enjoy the wine. You start drinking the wine 18 years old. Well, we did that a few years ago. Nothing so different. But a few years ago, that was the time. Then at 40 years old, you drink the wine because you want to be young. Nothing is changed. It's the same story all over all the time. And so, this is Italy more than 2,000 years ago. The Greeks over there, they produce this bread, they call it the gift from the God. So the big Romans are seeing this and they say, aha, they are enjoying themselves. Probably they put their hands like this, you know. We Italians, we love to do that, okay? Aha, they said, they are producing the great wine. We're going to do the same. So they had the god Bacchus, okay? That was the god that provides all the good gifts from the sky. And the difference, the Romans said they were a little bit more open, respect from the Greeks. They said, okay, women, you can drink it too. But you know what they did? These Romans, they have something underneath, right? The husband will kind of kiss the wife every night, but not because he wanted to show love, because he wanted to make sure that she didn't drink. That is the kissing on the lips, where that came from. Hollywood showed us that the kiss was a form of showing love, not for the romance. For the romance was, let me see, you did some drink, yeah? I don't know what happened after that. Nobody said in the book, right? And they started, so they produced so many varieties of different grapes. There were around like 400. It was unbelievable, right? And then they built their city all the time on the first floor. It was like a little museum. If you went to Pompeii, if some of you went to Pompeii, otherwise you come with me and imagine a Roman city or town, right? In the middle, there is this paved street. They go all the cars and on this street, there is the space where the wheels will go. So they were not making all this movement or fall down or get hurt, right? Alongside, very close to it, there were these open spaces, open McDonald's, that people will get fast food and yes, some, to continue your work and be relaxed. When the sick, nothing is changed. Life goes on and on and on for thousands of years. All the time, we find that our ancestors help us. That makes a wonderful group, right? The Roman time. Now, as for everything in life, there are moments you don't enjoy, but things happen. Look now, right? More than this. So there was this end for the great Roman Empire. It was big, it was strong, it was that one day it ended, it was over. Okay? And that was the 5th century AD. So who was coming along, getting very strong were Arabs from the Middle East. Now the story goes that they didn't drink wine. So guess what happened? A beautiful gift from the gods. It kind of, I'm not saying disappear. Okay, I mentioned, but I was not there, okay? Don't start thinking that I know all about. I was not there, okay? You think, but I'm not. All right, I don't know. I was not there, so I don't know all the events. But the wine was not there. All of a sudden, around 1,000 years ago, what happened? Somebody resurrected this production of wine. And all around the field, the varieties of grapes are coming along, they start producing. Now, who was in back of those great multitude of new taste, new flavors? What's going on? You will never guess who did. Started again the production of the wonderful quality of wine. Okay, keep on guessing. No, that's not the question. That's not the answer. Not even that one. Okay, Angela, somebody, Marco, tell me who did brought back this wine production? All right, are you giving up? I'm going to tell you. The word monk, Benedictine, Benedict monk. You know, it was a Saint Benedict. Okay, first it was Benedicto, then it became Saint. His motto was ora and labora, pray and work. So when they were working, they started going out in the field, find again all those wonderful different quality of grapes, and work on it and produce wine. The monks brought back wines. It's probably 1,500 years ago. And because, why? Because they were using for the religious services. But then, like Saint Benedict was saying, yes, they were praying, but they hadn't joy. Because they believed, I guess, they are right. They were, they are. The wine was considered a way to help your body to be healthy. Can you imagine? They were saying that with wine, your mental stress it would be less, your strength in the body will be stronger, and you will find a day. Naturally, there were the people that took this expression or convention very seriously. So they really went on the other side, and at night, if they're going back home and sleep, they were sleeping on the street because they could not walk. But what can I tell you? That's just life, okay? So this happened, and you enjoy something, and then you go on and you go on, and the problem will come. In fact, they love it. They are still having, but there was a pope. that he enjoyed so much the wine that he left first. I want to be so spirit in heaven. Hey, what can I tell you? That was his complaint. Okay, if they were not, again, I don't know. But the wine was considered. If you had, for example, all rush around the body, they would put the wine. So it was a religious and an enjoyment for life. They were all around the town. They were the osteria, tavern, and the osteria, in fact, means hospitality. So they were giving, they were inviting the guests inside, and they were giving them something special, relax and sleep. Sometimes, as I said before, it was a little bit too much because they were losing it. Anyway, so this is to see how the wine was in your family past, how your family continue, because when everybody, I'm sure all your grandfather, they were from Italy, they had down in the basement that they were going out every probably August, September, get all the big boxes of grapes, going down inside the basement and start making the wine. That's the way they, because by making the wine, they said the word the special enjoyment, which was three wonderful gifts. And let me see it was a learning, learn to make the wine. You enjoy to make the wine because it makes you smile, and you pay all your debt. So to make the wine, it was not just, it was never considered a work. It was September, the end of the summer season, and but imagine the way you describe this. The end of September, if they have a good harvest, they could pay all their debt, and they could every night under those beautiful what life they had. So for century and century, your ancestor in Italy, they repeat this great magic moment of harvesting the grapes. And now I'm going to tell you how they did it because all this tradition never changed. They stayed the same. And a typical day it started that everybody goes, they help each other, all the people. They go to the house that they choose for that day, for that week, to get all the grapes. They started with breakfast. The breakfast was for everybody. Very simple. It was not salmon or whatever, right? But it was bread, almighty bread, cheese, sardine, because sardines are great in protein, okay, and very strong. And I remember when my grandmother was eating it, I was looking at it, but she knew that she lived to be 100. So that was a great moment for breakfast, okay? So all of this, they go out in the field and they get all these grapes and they with the scissors, because they have to be very careful. It was a gift, it was gold, right? They put it in their box. And then they work until, when it's getting too hot today, you can stop that because then the grip can suffer. And they go back and they put it in those big containers. Now it's time to have a dinner. Always thanking God for that day. Then they have the dinner. Then the night it comes in September for harvesting the grape. As I said before, work around the moment. So they start the day, then all this grape is inside these containers. How do you mash it? Press it, press it, press it. Okay, there's no machine. Otherwise, it doesn't matter. They have big boots. At the end of the boots, so there is something that pushes down the grape. They found all the time people. And this lasted a month or two, remember? So they put these people, they put a kind of rope around their waist. They hang from the waist, these people from the ceiling, okay? because the fumes for the grapes it will make them drunk. So they were doing the job. And these people for months and months, look at my feet, they were press your feet, okay? Like our ancestors did to make it. It would be a little, said, imagine for a month or two. Finally, there is this incredible 5 different varieties of wine. First, we have what is called il mosto. Il mosto is the liquid that comes out immediately, little sweet, right? The alcohol is very low. So that is when probably as a child, I don't know, I did it. It was given, they could had a little water there, but it was very sweet, very refreshing, if you can say. So we have the first in Moscow. Then they were making il vino novello, the new wine. The new wine is in fact is sold even today and is put in bottle, but it could be sold. The new wine, but after December, because it's not fermented, it's not very good. So it cannot be sold. But this was the wine that all the people enjoyed in November for in we call it the Indian summer. That was the wine that everybody was drinking. Italian is called down, right? We have a most that goes in the barrel and all that stuff, right? Then another one is sapa. Sapa is the sweet wine that is cooked, put in little bottle, and served as a dressing. And so we do have, and I remember because I'm sure all of you know, in Italy, my family had a store, and I remember selling. It's like a dressing, this cooked wine, kind of sweet, it's very dense, and it gives it a wonderful flavor. They're not nothing is added, so it's just a pure. They're not extra sugars and all that stuff, chemical things, right? If then there is for the glory of dessert, there is it what is called vino passito, or sweet wine. See, first you drink, I mean, look at this Italian or whatever. First they have a wine for the antipasto. Okay, you have that wine for the antipasto. Then they come to usually the red wapa to put over your vegetable because it's good. And now finally they're eating dessert. You cannot go back to the red wine that you were drinking with your bistecca, the steak or the fish, right? So you have to have a dessert wine, which is called vino passito, which is, but actually it just gets dry and all the sugar stays. So you're going to have a wine usually color, the yellow color, but it's very like a velvet. And so when you have, now I'm going to give you the desire to have, when you're going to have your wonderful cake with all the frosting, you drink this wine, which is put the two and two together, and you say, you can do this with your arm. This is it, right? So this was the story how the wine went through the centuries, producing and giving love, because as for everything else, if the desire goes too much, then you lose the effect, positive effect of wine. And now this is the story. Relax a little bit because I think you're getting pushed back in your hands now. Relax again because to listen to my voice for this 30 minutes, I'm sure it give you, okay, push it back, press the Press the grip like all our ancestors did. Okay, take out your arms and everything because I have a few extra things to share with you. Okay, that's good. All right, that's it. No, you start again. I have a little curiosity to share with you. Curiosity, first one. Um, Now I'm going to have another drink of my fabulous. Now I'm going to have a make believe a wine, which comes from Assisi. Salud. That's so good. You know this white or the red wine that comes from Assisi? How it's called? It's so good. Sagrantino. Sagrantino, it means the holy one. Guess why? I told you that the monk, the Benedictine monk reinvented in Italy, reproduced in Italy the wine after the Roman Empire. Well, they found this wonderful grape and it was so good that they called it the Holy One, Sagro, Sacre, Sagrantino. I make you believe that I'm drinking my Sagrantino, but the water is good. Okay, so the curiosity that I want to share with you. Number one, and I'm going to ask you, what do you think? What do you think is the country with the most use of wine? The country that use the most, let's put it that way. But by now you're used to my English, so don't worry about it. The country that use the most wine in the world. Hmm? Try it. You don't know. Okay, think. I don't know. Based on your information, which country could that be? The America, South America, Russia, your neighbor next door. I mean, I don't know. Okay. Well, I'm going to tell you. The Vatican. The Vatican is using the most quantity of wine because they use for all this religious events of mass and all the services. And then I guess at night they have, all the relaxation so they can enjoy the wine. So the Vatican is number one. Another one, and this Elizabetha, this is for you. Uh, there is a way, there is a fund, but we're not paying attention. There is a way in Hungary that they serve sweet wine, right? But all over the world, it comes the manners, the etiquette to say you should never drink the full glass of wine, but you should leave something at the bottom. That came from? Well, can you answer to that? Again? Okay. The answer to that is, again, from Hungary. They were used to enjoy very sweet wine. And Elizabeth, I'm sure you did because she went for the whole month. She went to Hungary with her husband and she found out how good is the wine, right? Real sweet glass. And they thought that that was the way to do. All the countries, they said, oh my gosh, the manners, those are wonderful. So we're going to do like that. We leave a little bit at the bottom of the glass. But that was false. But they thought it was a good manner. So, Elizabeth, grazie to your husband's ancestor that we have a little etiquette, little manner. All right, another curiosity. Another curiosity is, let me see, this one. What do you think is the in abundance, most of than everybody else in the world? Country that consumes, that drinks red wine the most. I know Italian, not Italian. Italian drink everything. Red wine, blue, red, yellow, that's the red wine only. Okay? What could that be? Are you thinking? Come on, keep thinking. All right. Then you know what? Okay, give up. I'm going to tell you. Is China. China use the most red wine because for them, color red, right here, my favorite. The color red. Me, I love this curiosity. Then I'm going to tell just another one, and that will be for today. Push your mind again, and let me see which curiosity I'm going to tell you. Yes, the wine is, as you know, and forget my English, a great antioxidant. Okay, if you have a better way to pronounce that thing, just use it because mine is not, my Italian English is really from over there. Okay, is the best antioxidant. So, in order to receive this best for your body, you need with only one glass of wine, you will need to drink 7 glass of orange juice. So 1 glass of wine today will regenerate and bring your body to a great way of being. So my friends, I really enjoy being with you as I really talk and talk and talk. And I guess it was a wonderful way to fall asleep too, huh? I hope that even if you fall asleep as I open my mouth all the time, the important thing is that we are together. And I'm always involved with you in your life for giving you a smile, many new words, and traditions from Italy. Those traditions that your parents give to you. So, and all the time, my pleasure to explain to you why your parents, grandparents had their way of living because it came those traditions a long time ago. And we are going to resurrect them together, pay respect to our past. So until next time, ciao, keep on smiling and let's be together over and over again. Ciao.
All you have to do is click, just come up here with the mouse and click end stream.
Yeah, okay. I don't know if